Welcome, my friends, to the TikTok Drop Capsule, where we face financial collapse, but at least we look good doing it.
I have decided to do a no by 2025, and here are the rules that I've set for myself. So I decided to do this because I'm tired of all of the useless, mindless spending that I do, but also because of just the clutter that it has accumulated in my home and in my life. Like, I mindlessly spend money at Target and TJ Maxx and blah, blah, blah. So here are my rules for the whole year of 2025 to not buy shit. Okay, so my first rule is going to be no TJ Maxx, no Marshalls, no Home Goods, no Ross, any of those kinds of stores. Like, I physically cannot even go inside of them. That's my first rule. My second rule is no going into Target. I realize there are some things I go in, like for instance, I buy my diapers and wipes at Target because I like to do their $20 gift card deal. I will do that, but I will do like pickup orders only. So I'll still buy things from Target that I need, but I will do pickup so I'm not tempted to like go in and buy extra things that I don't necessarily need. The third thing is I'm not going to be buying any like personal care products like shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, blah, 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 perfume, toothpaste, toothbrushes, any of that until what I already have is gone. So I'm working on like getting through what I have, and then I'll replace it with things that I like or quality items, but I'm not going to be experimenting with random things anymore. Another big problem area for me is my grocery shopping. I tend to overspend at the grocery store, so I'm going to get better about making a list and also doing pickup. The only thing with grocery pickup is I like to pick out my own meat and my own fruit, because I've done pickup with the fruit and the meat, and they just don't pick out what I would have picked out. So those are my two caveats. I'm going to mostly be doing grocery pickup, making a list, and not overspending at the grocery store anymore. Okay, the last one, this is going to be hard. No new clothes. I'm a clothes spender. I like to buy things that are on sale. I'm a big clothes spender. So no new clothes for myself. I have kids, but a lot of people have asked me like, well, how are you going to navigate this with kids? I have kids. I've gone through their closets. I know exactly what they have, and I know exactly what they need when they need it. So I will just be more strategic about how I buy clothes, because right now I go into Target and I just frivolously buy them clothes, and then they have 97 t-shirts and they wear 4 of them. So I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I am tired of my own bullshit, and this is going to be a way for me to get a hold of our finances. We're going to pay off all of our debt and really kind of crunch down on how much we spend, what we're spending, what we're consuming. I'm not super into like the consumerism anymore, so this is going to be a good starting point for us.
In our 2016 sweatshirts and emotionally attached jewelry from 2nd grade. Okay, so everyone online is talking about their no buy 2025 like it's a new religion. And honestly, I get it, because at this point, the only thing we're all buying is time before our next credit card bill hits. People are out here swearing off Kohl's, Amazon, and even Savers like it's a toxic ex. And you know what? It kind of is, because Savers is that ex who pretends to be humble and thrifty, but then charges you $25 for a used Old Navy hoodie that smells like grandma's basement. Be so for real.
Stop buying things. Stop shopping. Given the social climate, people are not buying things right now. You need to be saving your money and investing in yourself. I just paid $9.50 for a carton of eggs at the grocery store. Companies that I've shopped at for years don't care about people that look like me. Invest in yourself. Delete your Amazon account. Stop shopping at Target. Go to a farmer's market. If you truly think you need something in your house, go to a small business, and I cannot stress this enough. An oligarchy is literally controlling America. A small group of billionaires are literally in power. If you're anything like me, you are not a billionaire or a millionaire. For you working class people, okay, if you're trying to secure your future, I need you to just put away your money, okay? Take it out of those big banks and put it away in a local credit union. Stop giving your money to Target. Stop giving your money to TJ Maxx. We need to be living our lives as if we are struggling. Go follow Bradley with the budget, okay? He teaches us how to live a frugal lifestyle. And the way things are changing in America, we need to be frugal, because who knows how long we can afford things. I might sound crazy to you, but things are not looking great, and I live in Massachusetts, okay? Also, ChatGPT is free. Ask them how you can save money while supporting local businesses and not giving your money to big businesses.
At the beginning of the year, I decided I was going to do a no-buy year, which is where you basically don't buy anything outside of your normal necessities, and this is how it's going. My first rule is no going into Target. I have gone into Target. I'm just way more intentional about what I'm buying. I have 3 kids. They need things sometimes. I'm not just going in and doing Target runs where I spend hundreds of dollars on random shit. So I've saved probably thousands of dollars at this point. My second rule was no TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, Ross, any of those bullshit stores. I look at those stores so differently now. They're full of a bunch of junk. I have gone in there, but literally just to film a video about how they're full of junk. One of my other rules was no overspending at the grocery store. I've been way good about budgeting, shopping my pantry, shopping my freezer, only buying what I know we're going to eat, not overbuying on produce, letting things go bad, things like that. I've cut our grocery bill down to probably $500 a month for a family of 5. Another one was doing Project Pan. I have not bought anything outside of a refill, okay? So I'm only buying new products, makeup, hair, shampoo, things like that when my things that I already have run out. I've been doing fantastic with that. Last one, which I have cheated on, this is no clothes. I have bought clothes because I got rid of all my clothes that didn't fit. I had a baby. I had my 3rd baby, and I'm the most I've ever weighed right now, so I didn't have really anything that fit me. So I have bought quality items that do fit me, and I think that's totally okay because I don't really have anything that fits, especially it's coming in summertime. I needed shorts and a couple of other things. I highly encourage you to do some sort of a no-buy something, a week, a month, whatever, see how much money you can save, because the level of consumption that I was at was actually embarrassing, and I don't feel like an overconsumer anymore. I feel very much an underconsumer, and it is the best feeling ever.
Let's talk about Amazon, the ultimate love-hate relationship. Used to give us 2-day shipping, now it's we'll get there when we get there. And the Prime Video lineup? It's like Netflix's weird cousin who keeps recommending documentaries about snails. We've reached the point where canceling Prime feels like a personality trait. And maybe it is. Now, some creators are getting spiritual with their no-buy lists. They're like, I will no longer purchase trinkets or polyester clothing. I'm switching to natural fibers and emotional regulation. And I respect that energy. Meanwhile, I'm over here debating if I can wash paper towels to save a few bucks. We are not the same.
So the economy sucks right now. Hear that a lot. A lot of posts. People are having a lot of issues. The balance between what people are making, what the cost of living is way out of control, obviously. And my experience watching countries over time, historically, the only way this thing's going to get solved is for our economy to collapse. Truly collapse. What will that look like? I have no idea. But I'm just telling you that they want to bring in all this digital currency and all that stuff. It's just the perfect setup for that.
Did you guys know that the Wall Street Journal just came out with a full-page article stating that we're headed to recession, and then the CNBC did back it up? So what does that mean for you? So this can go in several different ways. Prices may rise again, causing your paycheck to feel even smaller, and getting loans and credit, well, that can be tighter. It means people who rely on just one income stream are most vulnerable. But it also means to get more intentional with your money. Pay down your debt, build an emergency savings, get a passive income stream. But if you can, most importantly, start investing from knowledge and not fear. Recessions don't destroy wealth, they transfer it. So you have to decide which side would you want to be on. Now, in my company, I offer both. So if you want to have a conversation about investing or opportunity, DM me.
Then there's the one who said she's cutting out dating because apparently men want to split the bill on the first date. Sis said, I'm becoming a Spencer. I had to Google that, and apparently it means a person who spins alone. Honestly, mood, because romance is expensive. And if I'm going to split something in this economy, it's going to be a Costco pizza, not the check. Let's not forget the brave souls who cancel their Disney passes and gym memberships, because nothing says financial discipline than crying in your car while Peloton emails you, hey bestie, we miss you. Yeah, well, my wallet doesn't, and my thighs will learn to suffer in silence. And speaking of suffering, let's address period products. One creator says she switched to period pants to save money. At first I laughed. Then I realized she's actually a genius because we're literally paying extra to bleed. Meanwhile, society's like, have you tried manifesting wealth? Girl, I'm manifesting affordable tampons.
All right, so 2024, I balled out of control and I racked up so much debt. And here's how I'm going to fix it in 2025. I'm going to cut back. There's some things on my no-buy list, and I'm going to use the extra money I save to crush more debt. So let's go through my list. Rule number 1, no Afterpay or Affirm all of 2025. There was a point where I had over $2,000 on my Afterpay, but we crushed it. Thank God. So if you see me walking around with some dusty old sneakers with a hole in it, I think I got one here. Yeah, I think, look at that hole in the sneakers. You know why. Rule number 2, I'm going to buy no new clothes unless I get it gifted for Christmas or my birthday, or I sell old clothes. But I got a hack here. Here's my secret. I have a lot of nice new clothes I haven't been able to wear because I got too fat, right? So if I lose about 10 to 15 pounds, I got new clothes again. So the goal is eat from home, which is the last thing on my list 80% of the time, lose weight, save money, get new clothes. See the hack? It works. So that's my situation, may not be yours. Third thing is no credit card purchases unless I have to go to work and I need to expense it. Sometimes I travel to India, got to do what I got to do. So I'll put transactions there and we'll just pay it off immediately. My wife and I are going to limit our fund money to $50 a week each. So she likes to buy Starbucks. I like to buy beer. So if it's in the $50 threshold, we'll keep that for ourselves. There's a lot we could do with $200. So it'll help us be more mindful with what we buy. Now, this is a big one. My wife shed a tear over this one. We're canceling our Disney Pass. Now, we're not rich enough for a Disney Pass. We could afford it, or we tell ourselves we could afford it because we could pay for it, but we're getting ourselves in more debt? No, we're going to cancel it, but we're going to enjoy it until September. So we can't cancel it until September. What we'll do is we'll do some budget Disney trips to squeeze as much juice out of that pass as we can post. So when we cancel, we could say we got the most out of that pass while we had it. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to cancel our Peloton membership. $44 to have somebody yell at you so you could just watch, pedal and follow them. I'm going to just throw on a YouTube video, listen to some music, and twist the knob myself. It still burns calories. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel our gym memberships, and we're actually just going to work out in our garage. We have some weights. We have equipment in the garage. It's pretty much, we have a Peloton. We have a, what's it called, where the people walk on it, treadmill. And then we have the weights, dumbbells. So we're good. We don't need a gym membership. The only 2 subscriptions we're going to keep is Spotify and Netflix. We're going to cancel all the others. And then the final one, which I already mentioned, which is going to be the toughest one of them all, is eating home-cooked meals 80% of the times. So, all right. Now, let's ball under a budget and keep freedom and under constraints and enjoy 2025. I'll check in at the end of the quarter and see how I did.
We're about to go through one of the worst recessions in U.S. history. Here is 3 things you can do to prepare for that. Now, before I give you these 3 things, understand this recession could possibly be worse than the Great Depression. In my previous video, I showed you why and how this is going to happen. So, number 1, you want to have 3 to 6 months of money saved up for your normal monthly bills. Very important, especially with the job losses we're likely to see here pretty soon. Number 2, cut your expenses. I understand with inflation, this can sound difficult, but most of us can find areas that we can cut. Number 3, get a side gig or side hustle. Also, could just add extra hours at work. In this day and age, with the very phone you're holding, many of us can make money on top of our job with easy side gigs you can pick up right online. Do what you can to add as much funds as you possibly can. Cut your expenses as much as you can, and make sure you have 3 to 6 months of savings saved up in case job loss happens to come your way. This recession is going to be nothing to play with. It can bring opportunity for some if you are prepared for it.
The 2025 recession is going to be one for the history books. Now, we just got an indication as to when and why this is going to happen. Now, what I'm about to tell you, we have not seen since 2008. Now, American credit card debt is over $1 trillion, which is some of the highest debt in the history of the U.S. Now, everyone knows that lots of people are using credit cards right now just to pay their bills. The interest rate on those cards is between 16 and 26%. Now, the real problem, however, is that nearly 12% of that debt is now more than 90 days past due. That is a sign that many people are already in deep financial trouble. Now, why is this important? Well, we haven't seen this happen since 2008, which I think we can all agree was a pretty bad recession. Now, think about it. The reason people racked up this debt is because they don't have the money to pay their bills. Now, those same people cannot afford to make the minimum payments on those cards. It's going to be one of those proverbial straws that breaks the camel's back. Now, the American people are about to endure a very bad recession. That's why I keep encouraging my followers to do your best to decrease spending in your household, stop eating out, and don't waste money on that new iPhone. Save that money for food and utilities. It's going to be a bumpy road ahead.
Now, the collective message from TikTok's frugal philosopher seems to be stop buying junk, stop eating out, stop pretending your AirPods don't buzz when you use them, and start investing in yourself. Which sounds great until investing in yourself means eating croutons for dinner. But hey, at least it's gluten-free self-care. And let's also talk about these rules. Some of y'all are going hard, like no new clothes, no makeup, no coffee, no joy. I get it, we're in a recession, but do we really need to live like medieval peasants to prove we're financially responsible? Like, I'm all for saving money, but if I can't have an iced coffee once a week, what am I even fighting for? Freedom? No, I'm fighting to not scream in public.
Companies or stores I'm not going to shop at anymore in 2025. First up is Savers, or I think on the West Coast it's called Value Village. You are a thrift store, you get all your goods donated, and whomever is pricing these goods is out of their damn minds. I was shopping there not too long ago and found some simple clothing from like Old Navy that was comparable to brand new Old Navy stuff on sale. I am no longer shopping there. I am not paying an escalated price for used goods when I can get the same new goods at the actual store. Second is Kohl's. I made a video about this last week that I don't think they're going to be long for this world, but I have nothing against Kohl's. They just don't suit me. They don't carry styles I want. They're very expensive. Again, if I wanted something from Kohl's or a Kohl's line, I could go to the thrift store and probably find it for like pennies on the dollar now. And I hate their Kohl's Cash thing. If I buy this, then I get this. I don't want to buy a $50 sweater to get $5 in Kohl's Cash to feel I need to go back to buy some other piece of crap just to not waste the money. Kohl's, we are done. And lastly, I am canceling Amazon. Amazon is very expensive for a membership. It seems like I do not get the 2-day shipping very often anymore. It usually shows up like on the 4th or 5th day after I've ordered some sort of product. I really like to online shop, and Amazon has always been incredibly convenient for me, so that's got to go. But also, I noticed their Amazon streaming service does not have anything in it that I actually want to watch. So we'll just get rid of it. A year without Amazon, see how it goes. I don't know.
And while everyone's canceling subscriptions, someone said limit yourself to 2, one for music and one for TV. But what about therapy? Oh, right, we'll just talk to ChatGPT now. Apparently it's free until OpenAI hits us with a mental health premium for $5.99 a month. And don't even get me started on no new tech. People are out here saying my AirPods make a buzzing noise, but I can live with it. No, that's not financial discipline. That's trauma bonding with your electronics. At this point, our devices are like our friends. Toxic, expensive, and slightly unreliable. But the best part of all this is people are actually finding freedom in spending less. One woman says she's finally out of the Target trance. You know, that spiritual possession that happens when you go in for toothpaste and leave for $200 worth of seasonal decor and emotional damage. She said, no more Target. I said, amen. But also, who's buying the candles now?
If by chance we are going into a recession, this is my list of things I will no longer be buying. Number 1, lunch at work. Buying lunch at work is for billionaires, okay? You can't convince me otherwise. If you buy lunch every single day, $15 a day, 5 times a week, 4 weeks of the month, $300. $300 on A&W. No, thank you. Number 2 is Jellycats. Yes, I have been a victim of Jellycat marketing. Why do I have 7? I have 7, okay? That's enough. I don't need any more Jellycats. They start at like $40, which is crazy. Number 3 is strawberry matchas. Listen, there's nothing I love more than going to this little cafe, playing some games on my computer, and drinking my little strawberry matcha. Why is it $9 and it's literally this big? It's like 1 ounce. 1 ounce, $9. No. Okay? Strawberry matchas, you're cut. I'm going to learn how to make that at home. Number 4 is anything from HomeSense, okay? If I go to HomeSense, I have to buy something that is intentional purchase, and needs to be functional. Like, I can't just keep collecting these weird little prints that I purchase every time I go. Every time I go, I'm like, oh, that print would be so cute in my house. I buy it, I take it home. 4 days later, I'm like, I don't know if that's even my vibe. Why did I buy that? So little trinkets and little purchases from HomeSense, that's it. You're out.
Since everybody keeps talking about this No Buy 2025, I made some tips and suggestions. The last 2 is the main one. First, we got to start off with this buy now, pay later stuff. Afterpay, Affirm, Klarna, Bridget, Earning, all of that, we leaving them in 2024. Go empty out all them carts right now. Secondly, we doing cash budgets for eating out because we eating all our money. We spending $200-$300 a week, $800 to $1,000 a month just on eating out. We got food at home, and we ain't doing no more DoorDash either. Why are we talking about eating out and eating bad? Cancel that gym membership. You've been paying $20, $30, $50 for months, and you ain't been in the gym. And even if you have been in the gym, you ain't been eating right. Just cancel it for a little bit. Save that little money. Why are we talking about memberships? Let's talk about the subscriptions. Limit yourself to 2 subscriptions. It ain't no reason why you need Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, and whatever else they got, Disney Plus, and then you got Spotify and Apple Music. Like, pick one for the music, pick one for the shows and the movies. And you don't need no more new clothes and shoes. The ones you got in your closet already, you don't wear. Every time you go out somewhere, you don't have to go buy a new outfit. Heard what you got in your closet, talking about you ain't got no clothes. And don't upgrade your vehicle, bro. They is not playing fair with these car notes. They $600-$700 minimum. If you got a car to get you from A to B, stay with that for right now. And I'm talking to myself on this one. Delete Prize Picks, Underdog, FanDuel, any sports betting apps, delete it. I am so tired of donating to these apps. And y'all think y'all winning, you spending more money than you winning. So just go ahead and let it go. I know Apple gonna try to come up with this iPhone 17 and a new Apple Watch. It's all the same. You don't need another one. The one you got is perfectly fine. So my ladies, use all your beauty products before buying new ones. You got 2 things of foundation that you ain't ran through. Why you going and buying another one? Why is you in Ulta? Why is you in Sephora? And automate y'all savings, man. There's a lot of people that don't have no savings. Make sure you get a fixed amount or a percentage to come automatically out your check into a separate account. That way, when you go into your main account, you ain't even going to see it. It's out of sight, out of mind, because a lot of times you get into your main account, you transfer from your savings to your checkings when you don't need to be doing that. And then lastly, sit down somewhere. You don't have to be in the mix all the time. You don't have to be where everybody's going to be. It's okay to stay at home. It's okay to be bored. We're trying to run our money up. We're trying to get ourselves together for 2025 and learn how to say no. When they invite you to the party, nah, fam, I'm chilling this weekend. When they invite you to brunch, nah, I ain't even hungry right now. Learn how to say no. That's going to save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars alone.
And in the end, that's what the 2025 recession era is really about. Not suffering, not surviving, but simplifying. Realizing that your joy doesn't come from home goods or Kohl's Cash or that new iPhone that literally looks like the last one, just with a different charging cable. It's about peace. Financial peace, emotional peace, and the kind of peace that says, I don't need more, I just need enough. And maybe a good iced coffee. Homemade, of course, with oat milk, because we're classy on a budget. So here's to the no-buy nation, the warriors of restraint, the fighters of temptation, the saints of self-control. May our wallets recover, our closets rest, and our Amazon carts remain forever empty. This has been your host, reporting live from the TikTok Drop Capsule, where we might be broke, but at least we're self-aware.